What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Undrafted. This week we got a special guest with us that you would have heard him before, but we deleted Code 3 podcast. This is Seth for the first time. One of Dale's and our friend. We worked together at the movie theater for a while, and then he left to go to another movie theater that is kind of similar in size. Yeah. How you doing, Seth?
I'm pretty good. Happy to be here.
Awesome sauce. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Dale. I mean, not Dale. Seth.
Well, I'm not Dale.
Yes, that's one.
Yeah, that's one very important thing.
He's always just getting white people mixed up.
So I went from movie theater to locksmithing.
Yeah, you did
back
do
to a movie theater.
He just couldn't stay away from the red carpet.
Nope, not at all.
Man, you know, the movie industry is booming, baby.
Baby.
Yeah, it's booming. Business is booming. It's great out there. Well, I'm glad you took time to come out and hang out with us and chill out. If you are listening to us on any of our all audio platforms, check us out on YouTube, subscribe. If you're checking us out on YouTube, go support our all audio platforms. We're out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Samsung Podcast, Google Podcast, anywhere.
I didn't know Samsung had its own podcast.
I didn't either, but we're on there. If you look it up on Google.
Wait, are you being for real?
So serious. We're on Listen Notes.
Are we on there accidentally?
Nope, we're on Listen Notes.
Get us off.
We're on.
I don't want to be on that.
Amazon Podcast. We're on.
Just cut it whenever he talks. We cut him out.
Just cut him. We got a semi-good episode here planned out for you guys, and we're gonna try not to get drunk like we did last episode.
Yeah, because we all got real drunk.
Yeah, we did.
It definitely wasn't just one person that got really drunk.
So, guys, it's an election year.
It is.
I didn't even know that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know that.
Well, I don't blame you, because every time it's been election year, it's plastered everywhere. It's really not right now. There's nothing.
I find that interesting. Almost like they want people to not be engaged in this year.
Why would they want that?
I'm not sure.
And who is they?
Who is they?
They are them.
I'm right there.
They
with
are
you.
them.
They are them.
Yeah.
They are they. Them are they. They are them.
So, anyways, where are you going with this?
Are y'all gonna vote for Trump? We voting for Trump?
Okay, let's not talk
Trump
about
podcast?
this.
Whoa.
Is this a Trump podcast?
Whoa.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know where I was going with that. I just want to see what I wanted to get Juan stirred.
You know, okay, you know what? Let's keep this flowing a little bit.
Okay.
It is
Whoa.
election year.
It is, yeah.
Not about that, but the whole election thing. You know, how did this work back in the day of the early days of the United States in elections, you know? Like
Ballots.
Yeah, they had ballots, but like what kept people from like putting in a couple more votes for somebody? Writing down a fake name.
Poll workers like we have today.
Mafia.
Nah.
The mafia, the gang.
I don't know if the mafia
The
was
mafia called the CIA.
CIA didn't exist.
CIA
after
didn't.
World
I'm
War
talking
II.
like back in the George Washington time.
Oh, you're talking about the FBI.
J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah, J. Edgar Hoover and George Washington.
Do you think people were more trustworthy back then? Do you think like people in general were more nice and just like, you know what, this all needs to be fair and square. Even if I hate this other candidate, if they win it fair and square.
No.
I'm only posting one ballot.
No,
Not even in the slightest.
Not even in the slightest.
Yeah, sadly, I think that it's been corrupt from the beginning. So, like, front face, I feel like even back then, they had to keep their public image up a little bit. But at the same time, they're like, yeah, man, good debate today in front of everybody. And then that same elective is going to be walking down an alley one day and
True.
run into the wrong people that were hired by the other elective.
Man, how did people keep up with time back then, dude?
Oh, I mean,
Sundials.
Probably clocks.
Probably block clocks.
So I actually think it was worse back then.
Yeah.
Like,
really?
I don't think they actually used any public vote at all. Like, they may have used like the Philadelphia public vote.
Hell yeah,
Maybe.
go Birds. Go Birds.
Okay.
All right.
Next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
Maybe.
I think it was just this is who we want. So, you go to electoral college now, and everybody's like, oh, the electoral college is corrupt. The Electoral College back then couldn't get national number of votes. So you get like a vote for 1 or 2 cities, and then they all came and like, oh yeah, that's the guy.
Oh, that's the guy. That's the guy right there.
Hell yeah, that's the way it should be.
Should be.
Well,
I
where
mean-
are you going with this?
Well, I mean, no, I was just saying, like, something I thought about, was it corrupt? According to Seth, it was very corrupt back
It
then.
was always
Yeah.
corrupt.
And it makes sense. I think, because like George Washington, he could have been the king. He could have been king of the United States. What do you think of that? What if we had a king instead?
And that's where I was going with my topic. Like, Trump should be king.
Okay.
Well, okay.
But like, what if do you think we would still have a royal family today?
No, they'd probably be tarred and feathered, especially after the Revolutionary War. That was the whole reason.
No, but everybody was like, okay, are you our king now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, the government was like, hey, you can be the leader for as long as you want. But the people would have been like, fuck no, you cannot be the leader for as long as you want.
Maybe.
Because not long after the Revolutionary War, we had the whiskey tax rebellion.
That's true.
So I think back then, the population in the United States was a little more willing to fight for what they wanted than they are now.
Yeah.
I also think coming out of the Revolutionary War, because it was ultimately old Georgie Boy's choice if he wanted to be a king per se or just short term.
An elected official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he chose elected official because I'm pretty sure he knew just general consensus, the feeling of the era was if we have another king, it's going to go just like King George did.
Yeah.
And we're going to have Georgie Boy Part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
And so, but like, the thing is, they had different parties back then, and George Washington didn't want parties. So what do you think happened with that? Why do we have parties now?
Just a want for everybody to be together.
I guess.
We're pack animals at heart.
There was a lot. How many parties were there? There was the Whig Party.
There's the Federalists.
Federalist was the Democrats.
There was the Democratic.
Republican Democrat.
Yeah, it was like the two was like combined or something.
But at the time, the Whig Party was the biggest because I think George Washington
Motorcyclist.
was a Whig.
He didn't. You know that he didn't wear a wig. That was his real hair.
Was it?
It was. Look it up.
That's
It was,
interesting.
he was not a powdered wig. It was.
Where
real hair.
was I going with this topic?
Mm-hmm.
And his
Well-
teeth. His teeth weren't made of wood either. They were ivory, and they just yellowed.
Because he drank a lot of beer.
Yeah,
Probably.
Samuel
yeah.
Adams.
Had the
don't-
motorcyclist up.
Oh no, I think my George. I was about to say my George Bush. my George Washington drank Coors Light.
I like to think mine drank some good old Pennsylvania Yingling.
I like to believe mine didn't own slaves.
He didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
I would like to say that George Washington had hemp farms.
He did.
Oh.
So did Jefferson.
That's what the Declaration of Independence was written on hemp paper. You could roll that bad boy up and smoke it. You know that?
Why?
Are we going to steal the Declaration of Independence?
Maybe.
It'd probably be stale.
Yeah.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, that's why you got those weed leaves on your shirt.
These are...
I look over and like nothing, like weed leaves.
Monstera.
Yeah, Monstera. Seth didn't just...
I was gonna say palm leaves.
Just something
That too.
from Hawaii, I think. This is what I mostly wore when I went to Puerto Rico.
Nice. Definitely didn't look like a tourist there.
I did.
What do you mean a tourist? Oh, tourist.
Tourist.
We thought I said terrorist?
I thought you said Taurus.
I said Taurus.
Tourist.
Tourist.
I'm sorry, guys. That's my sign.
Yeah, but to say
I'm
like the bull.
No, like a tourist. Tourist.
Okay. Breakfast.
Just like he's an autist.
Since the previous telling of this is lost to time, so I was working as a locksmith for a little while. It was a pretty good one if I toot my own horn a little bit.
Nice.
And
Toot,
get a
toot.
call. And one of the other guys that I worked with, I was mobile. I was on a van. So I'd get dispatched to places. I'd go out there. I would fix whatever locks, and I'd come back. And they give me this call, and they say, hey, we have this other tech in the area. He went over to this house. He turned it down, and he left. We need somebody to go over there and, fix this lady's front door. I said, okay. So I didn't ask any questions because people turn down customers all the time. I get out there and knock on the door a few times, and she finally answers, and it's this short, mid-50s Asian lady. And she's super nice to me. And she's like, yeah. You know, my son lost his key. I need to, you know, get my locks fixed. And I was like, okay. I was like, is it the front door or back door? And she's like, all my doors, all of them. I was like, well, we were just here like 3 weeks ago. You sure you want me to redo all the locks? I can just make you a new key. She's like, no. I want to redo all the locks because the key got lost. And I'm sitting there and I'm starting to work on her front door. And she's like, yeah, my son, he's like, you know, he's almost an adult. He's got some issues. And, you know, I don't have a man in the house. I need to have a man in the house. And she's all up on me. She's getting in my personal space now. And I'm trying to take this lock off this door as fast as I can.
Yeah.
And she really starts coming on hard. She's like, hey, you know, you're a strong young man. You could really make somebody happy.
Okay, pause. First question.
Yeah.
In your opinion, how does she look?
I mean,
You can be
Wood?
honest, Seth.
Wood
Smasher.
okay.
but I needed a job.
Okay. I'm guessing that's against policy.
Yeah,
of some
extremely. And she was also batshit.
Okay.
I say it sounds like her son was too.
Apple don't fall far from the tree.
Not at all. So she hits on me for like 20 more minutes, and I get a little uncomfortable, and she has my business card because I got called out there, and I leave. I'm like, hey, I got to get some parts.
Yeah.
And I leave, and I call my dispatcher, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not coming back out here. Why did this other guy give up the job? And he was like, because I had 2 dispatchers, and they handed me off to the one that handled the other guy, and he's like, oh yeah, so he gets out there, and she just starts feeling on him. He's not having it. He's not having it at all. And apparently she had done that to a few guys. They would go out there and they would go to fix their locks, and she would just start rubbing on them, and they'd get super uncomfortable and leave. So for the next
So
week,
you tell me nobody hit that?
no, like I said, she's crazy.
Bro,
like you could tell.
come on, somebody had to.
Somebody had to have and was like,
Some-
yeah, I can't come back
no,
here.
I think they all had integrity.
I like to believe that too.
Just like the people back in the day in the early days of the
All right. Back at it, Seth. Back at it.
So for the next week, every single day at like 1:50, like clockwork, I'd get a call from a dispatcher. Hey, I'm not going to use her name. It was like, hey, this lady's calling you back again. She really wants you to come finish this job.
Yeah, she
She's willing to tip you like $150 if you'll come out there right now. Drop what you're doing and come out there right now.
Dude.
And I finally get tired of her calling. So I go out there and I'm like, hey, no funny business. Want to fix your stuff?
Funny business now.
No funny business.
And
A.
You'll be sleeping with the fishes.
she manages to withhold long enough to go around her entire house and take all the locks off the door. So I'm halfway through the job. I go out to my van, I get them all keyed up, and I go to put them back on. And I'm about halfway through the second front door, and she's right back up there. Hey, so you single? Who you got going on? You looking for somebody? And I ended up just putting her locks in a nice little pile next to her front door and going home. I felt very violated. She touched me. It was.
Where did she touch you?
Well, I mean, it started with my chest, and and then I was like, nope.
Oh, yeah. Where
I got real Canadian real fast. Nope.
Sorry, bud.
They ended up sending one of the young, brand new techs who had just gotten their van.
Was there any female techs?
No, not a single female.
I'm about to
tech.
say they could have just sent a female tech.
Hold on. What the fuck is going on with you after he told that story? You're all like,
Yeah, what are you hiding down there? What is?
he's like fucking with his shirt going.
And I feel so underdressed right now. Everybody's got a collared shirt.
We're literally at your house.
You can go change.
Nah, it's okay. It's all right. It's too late.
Wait till you see
I mean-
what I got for the next episode.
Well, I've got it. I'll change it.
This is my laid back attire.
Yeah, same.
Why would you
No,
lay
it's
back
not.
Anyway, so you didn't hit.
I didn't. It
Loud as hell. So you didn't.
Oh, I thought he was gonna hit a womp womp.
I did too. I thought he was about to.
like I said, the easiest way to phrase this: you don't dip your wick in crazy.
Nope. And you
Sure.
don't shit where you eat.
Exactly.
Can you fill this up, please?
What?
Kind sir.
I can fill your cup.
I can show you what you wanna be and
Uh-oh.
take you where you wanna be. You can be.
I saw a streamer do that the other day on stream. Spilled an entire glass of whiskey on their soundboard.
Hey, you should be watching TheUndrafted on Twitch.
All right, I got a topic.
I just got Twitch banned again.
What did you do?
It was my chat.
Oh, they were getting a little rowdy.
Very racist.
Ooh,
Yeah, sounds.
That sounds stupid. Why would they ban you? You weren't the one being racist.
Because my mods weren't taking care of it.
Oh.
I don't even think my mods were online, to be honest.
I can show you what you want.
Did I ever tell you the time I lost Cam a subscriber?
He was talking some mad shit about the gays.
Oh, no.
All I said was that the devs for Helldivers 2 told the LGBTQ people to go fuck off. That's all I said.
I mean,
And he did.
They also
And then
literally
the very next day, I noticed I lost a couple of followers.
But he literally did.
Well, we'll see how this holds up as a short.
All right, so considering that it is an election year, yes, I'm going back into this. How would you feel about student loan forgiveness?
I don't have any student loan debt.
But let's say you don't have debt, but you're footing the bill for somebody else that does, and you have to pay for their debt.
I feel like taxes are already like high as they are, you know?
Right.
And there's a lot of jobs out there these days that don't require a college degree. So, you know, they could go and make some money and pay off their debt themselves, you know?
That's a good point.
Maybe.
But how would you feel, maybe, let's say we take student loan forgiveness for doctors, lawyers, you know, degrees that are useful.
Degrees that are useful.
Okay, they make the most money, so I don't know. And, you know,
Well,
I get it. A lot of people, like, they can't help it. They need their degree and everything. But I don't know. I don't want to be paying extra taxes when like, I'm already supposed to be making a lot of money, but, like, so much is taken out, you know,
Right.
for everything else. I just,
Well,
I don't know.
No, I do not want to pay for somebody else's student loans, if that's your question.
That was my question, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Why don't you want to do it?
Because I don't want to do that.
I, as somebody whose family all has arts degrees,
Yeah.
I don't think that the taxpayer should be paying for somebody's liberal arts degree.
Okay.
The job market is saturated for people with degrees.
That's true.
You're not going to make your return on investment if you want to look at it that way, getting a degree right now. Right now, the world should be certificates. And I believe if the government wants to pay for people's certificates, that's great. We need more HVAC techs. We need more, you know, technicians, electricians, plumbers.
I agree with that.
I feel like trades are the way to go right now. So no, I don't think we should be forgiving student loan debt. I think we should be incentivizing going into markets that actually make you money as opposed to putting you in debt.
I agree.
And that
I agree.
feels like I went very serious with that.
It was kind of a serious topic.
Yeah, it was, and you know that's the thing. It's a double-edged sword. But you know, I saw somewhere where the typical like the average salary for somebody with a bachelor's degree right now is like $55,000 a year or something like that. And then like what was it 20 years ago? It wasn't much less.
No.
But the price of everything has gone up, including college.
Well, here's
So-
the thing is that like you're seeing now jobs that only pay $15, $16 an hour requiring some kind of 4-year degree.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
I shouldn't have to get a bachelor's degree to go into an HR office and file paperwork.
You really shouldn't. That should be a certificate.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little
An HR certificate.
a 2-week course at the most.
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 As a matter of fact, the HR person for a company my grandparents used to work for, she had a fine arts degree. She had a theater degree, and she was their HR manager.
Hey, we work at a theater.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Work at a big theater.
Yeah, we do. The biggest.
Way
And
down
it's not-
south.
yeah,
South
yeah.
Texas.
Ooh,
It's
wait.
not in
Yes, edit it out. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to us. Catch us next week. Stay for the banners. It'll give you all the information you need to know. See you next week.